Hello friends and family, how we doing today? Welcome back to the garage. This is Shaggy. Today I'm going to do a little bit of a tutorial for you guys. Hopefully I can get through it. If not, sorry. But yeah, we'll get through it. And what I wanted to do, there's been a few guys commenting on my last couple of videos about when are you going to make decals there, Shaggy? Today is the day. Today I'm going to try and show you how I make decals. It's a pretty simple process, and the only issue that I have with it is I can't print white, but that's okay because I have white decal paper and I have clear decal paper. So without dragging this on any further, it's probably going to be a long video. Let me get you over to the laptop and I'll show you how I do it, and hopefully you guys can follow me in the process. Hang on a second. So yeah guys, here we are back at the bench. Hang on a second, one more thing. Sorry about that, I had to turn my mic back on. But yeah, here we are at the laptop, and well, first of all, before I get to do that, let me move you over here to the bench and show you what I got over here on the bench. So yeah, my new tripod, it worked great. These are the Waterslide decal papers I use. The manufacturer doesn't matter because they're all the same, but it's the it's 25 sheets of 8.5 by 11 white inkjet decal paper, which is what I have. I have an inkjet, or you can buy the same kind, A4. Well, it's 8.5 by 11. It's like a regular sheet of copy paper, which is just like this, just like a regular sheet, same size. But you can get this in clear, and you can get it in white. But when I print something, I usually print both, because when you print it on clear, it doesn't really show up on darker colors. So depending on what color paint I'm using on the model, I usually go with white, or I usually go with clear, and I do both just to see which one does best. And anyhow, if you print one decal, you're going to ruin one sheet, so you might as well print on either one. So it doesn't, I mean, these are like what, 10 or 15 bucks per package, and you get like 25 to a package, and there's 20 in here. So yeah, it's a pretty cool deal. Let me get you back up to the laptop. Hang on a sec. Sorry about all the bouncing. Well, yeah, let's go back to the laptop. So, what we do is, you notice I'm on Google. Depending on what you want to print, or what kind of decal you want, you can go into your gallery, and you can pick out a design of any kind you want. I have this one right here. Let's pull that one up and make this, enlarge that, and you can make this a whole decal sheet, or you can make a small decal sheet. So let's grab that. We got to copy and paste. Copy that one. You can minimize that window. Minimize your file window, and then come over here to what I like to use is Canva, which is it's a paid program. It's like $112 a year, but I use it daily. Well, if not daily, 2 or 3 times a week. But what you can do is they have a thing over here that says custom size. What we do is we go in here, create custom size. We can go up here and decide we want it in pixels, inches, milliliters, or centimeters. What I usually do is pick it in inches, And then I go over here, and it said it was 8.5 by 11, so we put 8.5. And then right here, a flyer, planner, a notebook cover. So we're going to do the flyer. So the flyer comes up. There. Now it's focusing. I don't know what the heck went on with that. But anyhow, guys, here we are. We opened our 8.5 by 11 untitled design, custom size. So what we do is we go over here to Elements. And you can do this with any program. It doesn't matter which one you're using. You can do it in Paint. You can do it in Adobe Photoshop. You can do it in Inkscape or whichever program you use. This is just the one I like to use. It doesn't matter what program you're using, as long as you have one that you can import images into. And that's what we're going to do here. So what we do is we go to Uploads. As you can tell, I've already uploaded a bunch of stuff. So we go over here and upload files. Click on this. And there it is. It's uploading. Once it's uploaded, we put it in our 8.5 by 11, and you can crop this like this. You go up here where it says crop. You can crop it to where you just want the shell sign, or you can do that, or you can do just go over here and get 2 or 3 of those. Let's say we want just these first 5 here. So we got the first 5, and it's cropped. But of course, we don't want this. We don't want this one down here. So what we'll do is we'll enlarge it a little bit, and then we'll come up here. We'll click it, and we'll go over here to Eraser. And then we'll click Magic Eraser. And what we do is we click right there, and right there, and right there, and right there. Come over here and erase. And it has erased that top part. So we'll go back. And now it's gone. So that's pretty cool. And look, we missed a few spots right there. So what we'll do, we'll crop it again. Crop that piece out, and the black line to the left, we'll crop that out. And look at there. Now we have it. Now we have it where we want, and we can resize it to anything we want. Hang on, guys. Let me look this up. All right, guys. Sorry, I had to go in here and add the rulers to the right and left here. So yeah, we'll come out here and pull a ruler out just to make sure we got these things straight. So yep, that's pretty straight. And then pull one down from the top, and that's straight across. And then another reason we use these rulers, pull that one back out, is just right here. Hang on, let me move around to the model I got sitting on the desk here. Let me tilt the camera down a little bit. You guys can see what I'm doing. As you can tell, we have a model here. Say you want one of those to be like a sponsor on the side of the truck. So what we do is we take our little tape measure here, and we measure the door. Let's see, it goes from 1 to 2 inches. It's about right. So right there below the rearview mirror, right there below the side mirror and the lock on the door is about 1 inch. I'm not going to use that tape, so I'll just go from 1 to 2. So 1 to 2 makes 1 inch. Well, let's make it 3/4. Yeah, that'll probably work. 3/4 wide, and then turn it up this way. And we don't want to be on the door trim, so we'll go from 1 to about 1/2 inch. So 1 to about 1/2 inch, and then 3/4 inch wide. And we'll come back over here to the laptop. We'll grab one of those. Let's see which one we want. Let's enlarge this one more time, and let's make it the SO. I like the SO. So what we'll do, we'll crop again. We'll crop this down to right there, and then there, and then we have the SO. And then of course we have to erase some more, so we take our magic eraser and get rid of some of this right here. And just for safety's sake, we'll get rid of all the stuff around it, just to be sure. And then erase. And it's erased. And then we'll click out of that. And there we are. We have our SO badge. And I said it was 3/4 of an inch wide that way, and then 1/2 an inch tall that way. So we'll take this right here, move it up here, and you see these gray lines right here where when I'm moving, see the gray lines? We can go to 0, make that at 0. But first what we got to make sure our little box is right on the edge of the graphic on both ends, right there and right there. So then we can take it and watch these lines up here at the top, guys, right here. See it getting gray and then white and gray and then white? Well, what that is, it's the height of this, and up here at the top it does the same thing. It's gray and white. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the top of it at 0 and the left side at 0. That way we know we're starting from 0, going top and bottom. So what we'll do is we'll crop this image down to 1.5 inch wide, or 1 3/4 wide, and 1/2 inch tall. So we'll go all the way down to 1 3/4 wide that way, and then 1/2 inch tall. Whoops, wait a minute, where'd I go? And then 1/2 inch tall this way. Like so. And then once we get it to size, we just move it down on the piece of paper. And what I like to do is I will, once we know it's at the size we want on the paper that we're going to print, zoom back out so you guys can see the size of the paper. So what we're going to do is we're going to save this. And what I like to do in Canva, you can go over here to where it says share and then download. You can, and what I like to do is download it as a PDF print, which is this right here, PDF print. So we will download it as a PDF print, and down here you see it's got a download bar, untitled design. You can name it whatever you want, but I know what it is. But over here you can, once it goes to your download file, you can rename it. We will name it SO Decal. So we'll just do that, SO Decal. And now it's saved. So once it's saved, you can go to your File Explorer, wherever it's saved at, and you can type in there SO. Wait, let's go to Downloads. SO Decal. See, there it is right there. And this is your SO Decal as it would print on a piece of paper. So let's go ahead and print that and see what it looks like. And we'll print it on a regular sheet of paper. Why is this fuzzy again? Hang on. So, yeah. I don't know why it keeps getting fuzzy on me, guys. But anyhow, I guess next time I'll have to learn how to do a screen share and save what I'm working on here. And then do a voiceover. I haven't done a voiceover yet, but maybe this is a good time to do it. But anyhow, now that we have it saved, and now we have it opened up as a PDF file, so we can go over here and print that file. Like I said, I'm just going to print it on a regular piece of paper just to see what it looks like. So, and I'm doing it in black and white, so I'm not wasting a whole lot of like color ink. So I'll go ahead and print it. And it has printed. Let me show you over here. And it has printed. I used a scrap piece of paper to print it on. And see, now we have printed the SO Decal. And it turned out rather well. So, of course, it's black and white. So you're going to have the red supposed to be the SO and the blue supposed to be the outline. So what we do is we take that, cut it out, like I'm about to do here. And you don't have to be precise with it. This is just to test and see what it's going to look like. So I cut it out and put it up by the truck. Oop, I dropped it. Hang on. Yep, I dropped it. So that's going to turn out rather well, I think. That's going to look like, and you can size it up to whatever size you want. That's going to be pretty cool, I think, if we was to make that decal. So now that we've figured out how to print it on just a regular piece of paper, what we can do is we can put a piece of inkjet decal paper in there and print it out on that. And that is, friends, how you make decals at home with a personal computer. And let me show you something else that's pretty cool about it. If you have a way to make your own decals, then you can come in here. Used to, when I would when I had the scanner on my other printer, when I built a model, I would go ahead and scan the decals into my computer just so I would have them for a later date. In case something happened to those decals, I could print my own later, which is probably pretty good idea. So, let's see, which ones did I do? The midget racer that I built. Let's click on that one. So here's my, let me enlarge that. So here's my decal sheet for the midget racer. As you can tell, I've already used some, and this is a pretty good way to reprint decals on the regular decal paper. If you've used your decals on a model, or you want to reuse them, and you can, this is just another way to do that. So what else? Here's some Kendra decals from like a sprint car. You can print the whole sheet if you want. So yeah, that's a pretty cool way to make your own decals. Let me get the camera turned around and I get you guys out of here. Hang on a second. Well, there you have it, guys. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, please leave a comment down at the bottom, and or leave a comment down there. And I'll try to answer as best I can. I hope it didn't confuse you too much. Like I said, this is just the way I do it. There are several other people out there doing it a different way. There are several other different programs you can use. You can use Microsoft Paint. You can use Adobe Photoshop. Like I said, there's different ones out there. There's Sign Company. I forget what, Sign Shop or something. I forget what it's called. You can use CAD drawing if you want. But this is just the way that I do it. I find it easy to do it that way. But the only limitation I have is white paint. I can't print white. So there are things you can do to get around that. So if you have like white lettering and you know what color that they're going to go on, you can try to match that color and just print that graphic. Say like get that color in a block, and then print and then create your graphics program and put the white letters on that color block of the same color paint that you're going to use. You could probably try that. But this, like I said, this is just my way of doing it, and I hope it helps. It helps you guys. I hope it helps you guys out there. If it don't, then hey, it was worth a shot, right? But play around with it. It took me a while to figure out how to do that sort of thing, and I will show you guys in another video how I did my my stickers that I made here at home. And on that note, I'll let you guys get back to your day. Like I said, if it makes sense to you, great. If not, leave me a comment down at the bottom. Let me know how I can improve. And if you guys want to know, just hit me up. Send me an email at rickw71, and I will absolutely answer your questions. And my throat's getting dry, so I got to get off of here. So it's been a long, hot day at work, and I try to do this after I get home. But anyhow, guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for commenting, sharing, subscribing, and liking and doing all that kind of good stuff. I appreciate each and every one of you. And remember, keep the stash growing, the airbrush blowing. We'll catch you next time. Thanks.